From Cheater to True Winner Motivational Teen Story. Chapter 1. The Tournament Begins. Arjun adjusted his headphones, blocking out the world. The dim room was his battlefield. The computer screen his war zone. Every keystroke, every click of the mouse echoed like a heartbeat. On screen, his character crouched behind a digital wall, rifle ready. The faint footsteps of an enemy approached. Arjun's muscles tensed. His eyes narrowed. Now he whispered, "Click, boom, headshot." The game's voice-over boomed. Arjun leaned back, exhaling sharply. Another win. Another late night. Another proof to himself that he was good enough. But was good enough really enough? The National Sports Championship was just days away. Thousands of players across the country had registered. The winner would receive not only a huge prize, but also a contract with a professional gaming team. Sponsorships, fame, respect. Respect, that was what Arjun craved more than money. At school, he was invisible. Or worse, the target of laughter. His classmates often mocked him. "Bro, do you seriously think playing games is a career? Go study, Arjun. Or you'll end up fixing computers in some cybercafe, a sports champ? Please. You'll never beat the pros." Their voices haunted him, especially when he sat at his desk pretending to do homework while secretly practicing strategies. His parents, too, disapproved. "Beta, gaming is a hobby, not a career," his father said one night at dinner. "You spend all day in that dark room. Why don't you prepare for college entrance exams instead?" His mother added, her voice laced with worrying. Arjun stayed silent. How could he explain to them that gaming wasn't just a hobby for him? It was his passion, his identity, his dream. But deep inside, he also knew the truth: he wasn't the best. Yes, he was talented, but professionals had years of experience, coaches, high-tech gear. He had a second-hand PC and determination. Was determination enough? That question followed him everywhere: in the classroom, at the dinner table, even in his dreams.
Chapter 2, Temptation. 3 days before the tournament, Arjun was practicing late at night when his phone buzzed. It was Rishi, his childhood friend. "Bro, open the door." "I'm outside," Arjun sighed, pausing the game. When he opened the door, Rishi grinned, laptop bag slung across his shoulder. "Practicing again," Rishi teased, stepping inside. "Man, you're obsessed. Championship is coming." "I need to be ready," Arjun replied, though his tone lacked confidence. Rishi dropped onto Arjun's bed, opening his laptop. "Well, I've got something that'll make sure you don't just compete, you win." Arjun frowned. "What do you mean?" Rishi leaned closer, eyes gleaming with mischief. "A cheat code. The best one out there. Auto-aim more Haxial. See enemies before they see you. No mistakes, no chances. Guaranteed kills." Arjun's eyes widened. "That's cheating, Rishi. Cheating," Rishi laughed. "Call it leveling the playing field. You think those top guys play fair? Half of them use some tricks. You think the organizers can catch everyone? No way." Arjun hesitated. He'd heard rumors of pros getting banned for cheating. But at the same time, the idea of losing terrified him. "What if I get caught?" he asked quietly. Rishi shrugged. "Simple. Don't use it smartly. Not all the time. Blend skill with advantage. Nobody will suspect, and think about if this is your shot, Arjun, your chance to show the world you're a winner." Arjun looked at the file on Rishi's screen, cheat.exe. His hand trembled as he imagined downloading it. On one side of his mind, the voice of ambition roared, "This is your chance. Take it. Win big. Shut everyone up." On the other side, his conscience whispered, "But is it really winning if you didn't earn it?" He remembered his father's words, his mother's disappointment, his classmates' laughter. What if he lost and became a joke forever? Rishi broke the silence. "Come on, Arjun, be practical. You either want to be a legend or a loser. Which is it?" The cursor hovered over the file. Arjun's heart pounded. Sweat trickled down his forehead. His dream, his entire identity balanced on this one decision. And with a shaky breath, Arjun clicked. The cheat code was installed. Chapter 3. The victory that feels empty. The day of the tournament finally arrived. Arjun's hands trembled as he logged into the competition server. Thousands of players had registered, but only the top 100 would advance to the finals. His heart thumped in his chest like a drum. "Relax," Rishi's voice echoed in his head. "You've got the cheat. You can't lose." Arjun closed his eyes, then activated the program. On his screen, faint outlines glowed through walls enemies he wasn't supposed to see. His crosshair automatically snapped to targets with flawless precision. The first match began. Bang, one kill, bang. Another triple kill. The audience watching the live stream exploded with excitement. Chat flooded with messages. "Whoa, this kid's insane. Headshots like a machine. Future champ right here." Arjun's hands moved quickly, but deep down, he knew it wasn't really him. It was the code. The game felt too easy. By the time he reached the finals, commentators were already praising him. "This young underdog is dominating the championship. Unbelievable accuracy, almost superhuman." Arjun forced a smile, but inside, guilt gnawed at him. He glanced at his parents, watching nervously from the audience seats on the big screen. They looked proud, clapping as he advanced. His chest tightened. Would they still clap if they knew the truth? The final match began. Sweat dripped down his neck. Every second, the code guided him. His opponent, a seasoned pro known as Phantom, barely stood a chance. Final shot, victory. The arena erupted in cheers. Confetti blasted. His name flashed on the screen. Champion Arjun Sharma. The host rushed up to interview him. How does it feel to be the youngest champion in tournament history? Arjun gripped the microphone. For a second, he thought about telling the truth, about admitting the win wasn't his. But the cameras, the crowd, the pride in his parents' eyesole of it pinned him down. "It feels amazing," he forced out. The audience roared, but inside Arjun felt nothing. That night, alone in his room, the golden trophy sat on his desk. Arjun stared at it, hollow. The cheers still rang in his ears, but they sounded distant, fake. He touched the shiny surface, but instead of joy, shame surged through him. His reflection in the trophy looked back not like a champion, but like a fraud. He whispered to himself, "This isn't my win." The phone buzzed hundreds of congratulatory messages, new followers on social media, fan requests. His name was trending. But instead of celebrating, Arjun shut off his phone and buried his face in his hands. The victory felt empty. Chapter 4. The fall, the storm arrived faster than he expected. 2 days later, Arjun sat in class when his phone vibrated violently. Dozens of notifications. Confused, he unlocked it. Headlines flashed everywhere. Cheating scandal rocks esports championship. Champion exposed for using hacks. Arjun Sharma banned. His throat went dry. He scrolled, heart hammering. A clip circulated online his final match, slowed down, showing unnatural aim snaps, impossible reflexes. The organizers had run an investigation. The cheat code was detected. By evening, his title was stripped. His trophy recalled. His name blacklisted. Social media turned brutal. Fake champion, cheater, loser. Even classmates joined the online mockery memes spread. His face photoshopped with clown wigs. Captions like "headshot hacker." At home, his parents sat silently, disappointment heavy in the air. His father finally spoke. "Arjun, why?" Arjun opened his mouth, but no words came. Tears stung his eyes. "I just wanted to prove myself," he whispered. His mother turned away, wiping her tears. That night, Arjun shut off his computer. For the first time, the room felt like a prison. Chapter 5. The redemption days turned into weeks. Arjun barely left his room. His computer screen, once his window to dreams, now stared back at him like an enemy. Everywhere he went, school, social media, even the local park people whispered, "That's the cheater kid." His victory was fake. No skill, just hacks. At first, Arjun avoided eye contact, shoulders hunched, shame pressing down on him like a weight. But one evening, while scrolling through hateful comments, he saw a single message that stopped him cold. It was from a younger gamer, maybe 13 years old. "Baya, I looked up to you. I wanted to be like you. But now, I don't know." Arjun's chest tightened. For the first time, he realized his mistake wasn't just about him. He had disappointed kids who believed in him, his parents who trusted him, even the community of players who valued fairness. That night, he sat staring at his dusty keyboard. His fingers itched. Deep down, he still loved the game. And he knew he had talent, real talent. The cheat had only magnified what was already there. A thought sparked. What if I trained properly? What if I came back not as a cheater, but as a real champion? The idea terrified him, but it also lit a fire. The next morning, he uninstalled every cheat file, reset his system, and opened the game Rono Hacks. No shortcuts. His aim felt shaky, his reflexes slower. He lost more matches than he won, but each defeat was real. Each small victory earned. Slowly, he built a new routine. Morning jogs to improve stamina, hand-eye coordination exercises. strict training schedules, analyzing pro players honestly, journaling his mistakes after each match. He posted updates online, not flashy victories, but his struggles. Clips of him failing, retrying, and improving. At first, the internet mocked him again. Cheater pretending to be honest. Once a hacker, always a hacker. But Arjun didn't respond. He let his actions speak. Weeks turned into months. His aim sharpened. His reflexes quickened. His strategies grew smarter. Slowly, people noticed, wait, he's playing clean. He actually has skill. This kid's improving fast. For the first time, Arjun felt a strange kind of peace. He wasn't chasing applause anymore. He was chasing growth. Chapter 6. The true win. 1 year later, the championship returned. Arjun hesitated before registering. The memory of his disgrace still haunted him. What if people booed him off stage? What if they never forgave him? But then he remembered that boy's message. Baya, I looked up to you. This time, Arjun wanted to be someone worth looking up to. The day of the tournament, whispers filled the arena as his name appeared on the player list. Isn't that the cheater from last year? He has the guts to come back. Let's see if he hacks again. Arjun ignored them, breathing deeply. His hands no longer trembled. He had put in the work. This time, whatever happened would be real. The matches began. His aim wasn't perfect, but it was sharp. His strategies, carefully practiced, surprised opponents. He didn't dominate every round. Sometimes he barely scraped through, but that only made the wins sweeter. Commentators noticed the difference. Arjun Sharma is back, and this time his gameplay looks legit. No suspicious moves, just clean skill. The finals arrived. Once again, he faced Phantom, the same pro he had beaten dishonestly last year. This time, there were no hacks, no shortcuts. Just Arjun and his training. The match was intense. Neck and neck, crowd roaring. Arjun's health bar flashed red. Danger close. He whispered to himself, no cheats. Just me. With steady hands, he lined up the final shot. Bang! Victory. The arena exploded in cheers. Not as loud as last year's perhaps, but different real. Commentators praised his growth. Even Phantom shook his hand, nodding with respect. Reporters rushed forward. Arjun, after last year's scandal, how does it feel to win fairly? Arjun held the microphone, eyes shining not with pride, but with honesty. This victory feels real. Last year, I took a shortcut and lost more than I gained. I disappointed many. But I learned something important. Winning without integrity is just another way of losing. This time, I played fair. And win or lose, that's what matters. The crowd clapped not for perfection, but for redemption. Epilogue. Back home, Arjun placed the new trophy on his desk. Next to it, he kept a sticky note. No shortcuts, no cheats, only hard work. His parents entered, smiling not because of the trophy, but because of the person he had become. Later that night, he checked his inbox. Among the hundreds of messages, one stood out from that same younger gamer. Baye, I believe in you again. You showed me that mistakes don't define us. What we do after them does. Arjun smiled, typing back, always play fair. That's the real cheat code, and for the first time, he felt like a true champion.